I have had a heart to serve and defend the innocent since I was little, and as soon as I started learning about suffering globally, I knew I wanted to do something about it. Your life truly can be used as a force for good.
We need to get more veterans involved in all of these situations across the world. And we can't do that without support, because the need is everywhere, and we have the resources to bring the proper people there with your help.
Focus on conveying empathy and not changing the other person's perspective. I am truly conveying empathy, conveying that presence. It doesn't even matter what they're saying, you're just fully there without changing, fixing.
We were able to bring some supplies to help some emergency situations, but what I've learned is they need a plan, and the people in charge of creating the plan have also been in shock.
We're running a clinic today for those who are in desperate need. We're going to be handing out emergency relief supplies for people who need it most. And half the team's going to Abaco to hand out Watts of Love and these life straws so that people can drink any water and it still be okay for them. So very excited, great team, and lots of progress. Let's do it.
We had 2,500 bags of rice to repackage so that we can distribute them to families that are still in need after the hurricane and the floods came. And now we're going to package up kits so that we can take them out over the next couple of days and go to far-reaching areas that haven't had food supplies in a while.
There was over 22 feet of water that came through this town, filling every building with mud and destroying most of what they had.
All the kids came and they're like, we want to help, we want to paint.
Through G-Force and other incredible donors, we were able to buy school supplies and get over 500 kids in this village and the two surrounding villages back to school, getting educated so that they can have an even better life.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines were in the middle of volcanic eruption. About 3 days ago, it went from effusive to explosive. So it's total disaster now.
We are heading over to St. Vincent first thing tomorrow morning to deliver much needed aid.
As we were coming out here on the boat, we saw another gigantic eruption.
Us being ex-military, we know how the government agencies work, and we come in to be able to map out what sort of infrastructure has been affected, what sort of items are needed at this time, and by phase is what we specialize in.
We are here in Lakai, Haiti, the aftermath of a deadly earthquake that was 7.2. It's really vital that organizations that are small and nimble like ours get on the ground as fast as we can so that we can actually feed information to the large organizations as well as be there to help the people actually get to the aid.
People who have just been pulled out of rubble, and these babies who have had buildings fall on them. We're having to splint their broken bones with cardboard and get the emergency ones on helicopters so they can get to a better hospital because these are so limited and everybody's sleeping outside.
We're in Louisiana cleaning up today from Hurricane Ida.
Come across the aerial recovery people and they're putting up a roof, top on my roof because I have nobody else to put it up. That is just so helpful to someone like me who doesn't have anybody to do anything for.
We're here in Mayfield, Kentucky. It's 27 degrees. Our team got here boots on the ground within a few hours after these devastating and deadly tornadoes touched down.
So far, we've got volunteers to conduct search and rescue and clean up debris.
We're in Antigua. I'm Harold Cox from Tennessee Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy. We covered a 2-day women's self-defense seminar where we were able to instill a sense of hope back into a group of women that were affected by tragedy in the community and had the hope taken from them.
It's very important our children go to school, but we can't. We are refugees. We are not allowed.
They are Afghan refugees living in Tajikistan in a situation that somehow, very hardly, they are managing to cover up their life expenses.
We just delivered supplies for the teachers, and we're covering all their operating expenses for 2 months. And we are distributing 6 months of food per family. The reception has been great. Everyone is very thankful.
An estimated 200,000 children in Ukraine's orphanages and foster homes are needing support. Aerial Recovery, a charity composed of former US military veterans, are assisting vulnerable people fleeing the crisis.
How can we save lives? Number one, we're not here to impress anybody. We're not here for a board. We are here to save lives purely.
We just dropped off a lot of aid, but it just seems like a drop in the bucket. It's like bittersweet, right? Like we were able to deliver stuff, but now there's so much more people that see the food and now they maybe don't get any, so there's just way too many people for the capability right now. We just need more support, that's all there is. It took us 2 hours to get out here on a boat, and normally you drive to it, so it just shows how bad the flooding still is.
We're in one of the most beautiful places I've literally ever been. It's just this picturesque valley with agriculture. And right here in front of me, they lost all of their yucca crop, all of their bananas. We went down and we were talking to this elderly couple and we said, hey, we have some tarps so we can cover your house since you lost the roof. And he's like, oh, that stuff's really expensive. He's like, I don't have any money for that. I'm like, no, it's free. And you should have seen his face. Like, what?
This Hurricane Ian is legit. I can't stress enough to you folks back home that the destruction is substantial. Aerial Recovery's done a really good job of taking all the good things about the military and transitioning them into a civilian setting. Just, getting in where most people don't, when victims are in most need.
Everyone gets knocked down. The opportunity before us is to use our skills, our resources, our assets to reach back and help our fellow brothers and sisters through the hardest time of their entire life. We are here to make a meaningful difference now and long term. Are you going to look back at your life and see that you did something about this?